have a piece. Show that you care. Live and laugh and come join the fun. Laughing and crafting, we're never done. Reacting to the wild, the grifters, the cows. Together we'll be for the highs and the lows. For the lows, we're the highs and the lows. For the lows, we're the highs and the lows. With Brutus and Julius, we take a stroll. Shopping for supplies, that's how we roll. Everyone's welcome, come hang with me. In this crazy little world, we're wild and free. Live and laugh and come join the fun. Laughing and crafting, we're never done. Reacting to the wild, the grifters, the cows. Together we'll be for the highs and the lows. Bruce and Julius, we take a stroll. Shopping for supplies, that's how we roll. Everyone's welcome, come hang with me. In this crazy little world, we're wild and free. So hit that subscribe, let's make some noise. In this crazy journey, we're all rejoice. Living with laughter, art, and a cheer. Join the adventure, we're glad you're here. Aching? You wander from to my space, living life with a smile on my face. Sweet and sassy, I'm here to stay. With my friends in the chat, we're ready to play. We're the lows, we're the highs and the lows. Lows, we're the highs and the lows. Lows, we're the highs and the lows. With the lows, we're lows. With Bruce and Julius, we take a stroll. Shopping for supplies, that's how we roll. Everyone's welcome, come hang with me. In this crazy little world, we're wild and free. We're wild and free. We're the rose. We're wild and free. We're the rose. We're wild and free. We're the rose. We're wild and free. We're rose. We're out till much, let's make some noise. In this crazy journey, we're all the choice. Living with laughter, art, and a cheer. Join the adventure, we're glad you're here. Hey there, welcome to my space. Living life with a smile on my face. Sweet and sassy, I'm here to stay. With my friends in the chat, we're ready to play. Live and laugh and come join the fun. Laughing and crafting, we're never done. Reacting to the wild, the grifters, the cows. Together we'll be for the highs and the lows. Crohn disease, yeah, it's part of my fight. But I'm honest and real, shining my light. Art in my heart, I created, I adventure. We're glad you're
Honestly, can I start a stream possibly without being muted or doing something wrong or having two of these things going on here? Look at this. I got two chat boxes. Oh, mercy. So help me. I need like technical school or something. Anyways, hello. Thank you everybody for joining me. I guess we'll just start all of that again. Thank you guys for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate it. We are going to do something a little different and do a an art tutorial today. Everybody chose colored pencils in the last live stream and in the community tab. I hope you guys can hear me now. Perfect. I think you guys can. Wonderful. So that's what we're gonna work on today, and I'm gonna show you guys my way anyway. I'm not saying my way is right by any means, but the way I do it and how I would work in any book on any material and with any pencil that you have. So we're gonna work on that, and I thought we would do it live so that any questions that come through, you guys can go ahead and ask them. So, we are streaming to YouTube and Twitch currently. So, hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello to everybody over on Twitch. I did try to get back up on TikTok, but they are still mad at me, apparently, for streaming that stream where Chantal was driving. So, apparently, I'm still in trouble for that. I don't know. They're pretty cross about that, apparently. But apparently, TikTok is back up, from what I've heard. This morning I get up, it's all over my YouTube feed that it's gone down in the US, and I guess it's back. So we didn't get a very long break from our beggars, but we're back. So that's that. So let's say hello to everybody we have in the chat. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Robbie, hello. Thank you for joining me. Long time no see. Rainy, of course. Thank you for being here, Rainy. Polly. Good to see you, Polly. Be kind, as always. Lovely to see you. Gamer, hello. Angel. I lost my spot. Haas, hello, Haas. Good to see you. There, I think I'm at the bottom. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me this afternoon. I do like the chat on the screen, too. I think that's cool. I can't really do it when I'm streaming, like, my art and a reaction just because of the layout. But when I was doing just this, I was able to do it, I think, or at least sort of work it out. So anyway, it worked. That was kind of neat. You still can't get into yours, Be Kind? Because, I had somebody text me from the U.S. that said, actually, it was Money texting me and let me know it was back up. And then my son came out and told me the same thing. So, interesting. I don't know. Holes. What, Rainy? Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys can go ahead and ask any questions you want throughout, and we will hopefully get them all answered for you. Let me make sure I'm on the right chat. I'm not. And I have a cat that needs out, as always. Honestly, it never fails. Every single time I hit start, one of them goes off. Always. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm sorry. Really, Sherlock? Every time, buddy? All right, come on. Go ahead. Run out in the rain, you goof. I guess he wants to hang out in the rain. Okay. Let's get this party started, you guys. I don't have enough room on my desk to set everything. Hey, Timo, good to see you. Moved to Clapper, which is the US version of TikTok. Really, Be Kind. Oh, I'll have to look into that. Funny. Lori posted a video on Facebook, I believe it was. Or at least it looked like Facebook. Anyway, she could only pull in 5 people. It lasted 20 minutes, and she yeeted. So I don't think she was too pleased with that. And Foodie did put out an apology for her absolute BS last night. I did react to it. I recorded it. I have nowhere to set this. I recorded it, and it'll be up after we're done here. Yeah, that's not going to work because I can't see the chat. Honestly, you guys. Okay, there we go. All good. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with paper. Honestly, I feel paper is probably one of the more important things, although you really can do this on any kind of paper, coloring book paper, whatever you want. Personally, I really like to buy digital coloring books. I brought out this one because it's either from this one or one of the other ones by Hannah Lynn. Great artist. I love Hannah Lynn. I love her images. But I like to buy the digital versions and print my own because I just love... Thank you, Rainy. It's a pair of peaches and they're really cute and comfy. Look at this. I just saw one out and now Jules wants out. Oh, mercy. Oh, breathe my nerves. I like to print my own because I like to use my own paper. And I always have to look. I use Spring Hill 80. I gotta let him out, you guys. Oh my goodness. It never fails. This is what happens when you have 4 pets. Story of my life. Come on, Julius. This is ridiculous. And they're gonna want back in 2 seconds because it's raining. Boy, you think I was the only one that lived here. Okay. I am so sorry, you guys. Wow. Digital vellum. Let me get the weight. Yeah. So it's Spring Hill 67-pound digital vellum. That's the paper that I always buy. I get it on Amazon. It's 250 sheets per pack for, I don't know, maybe about $20. It's a great paper. It works fabulously for markers or for pencils. I really like it. And it's my choice. So it's always what I buy. And Yay is being a stinker, as always. But you gotta love them. I mean, they're too cute not to love, right? So that's always the one that I buy. And it's just a great paper, really all around, I find, personally. So, but it can always be done in the book. And even if you have the books, what I've done in the past is actually taken the pictures out, cut them out with an X-Acto knife, photocopied them, and printed them onto my paper when I had the books, because I must have a million books. And before I bought digital. Now I only buy digital. So, let me just set this one away. So this is the one I'm going to work on just to show you guys. So, what am I going to show you next? Let's talk about tools, and then we'll talk about pencils. Timo, mine do. Mine definitely give the best tear gas. Filmcat, one of my favorite streamers, brought up an interesting point that even gold line paper isn't expensive because at the end of the day it's paper. Yeah, 100% Hoss. Yeah, it really is. Although, I mean, some of the books that from Amazon, that they're Amazon paper, it can be a little bit iffy and it's quite thin, but you can make it work, honestly. You really can. So for tools, I'm going to show you my favorites, okay? First favorite are these little dishes from the dollar store. They come in different sizes. You can see this is one because I'm working on a coloring currently on a different one. They're just these little, I don't know, they're maybe made to hold silverware. I get them at the dollar store. And I love them because when I start a coloring, I like to pick up my colors first. And then I like to keep them in here so I know which ones I'm picking from, because I probably have 8,000 pencils. Oh, good, Be Kind. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I was looking forward to it too. So, others for tools, the ones that I use and love, are these 2 erasers right here. I'm going to make sure you guys can see these. So this one's the Derwent and it's electric. And it comes with refills. And this one is the Tombow Mono 0. Can you focus, please? There we go. Tombow Mono Zero. You can also buy replacements for these. As you can see, the nib is very small. These are great for getting out mistakes. Go over the line a little bit. I love to have a paintbrush, just a dry one that I don't use for paint. I just use this to brush the crumbs off if I'm erasing, or sometimes some pencil crayons will leave crumbs. And a clear alcohol blending marker. It can be any brand. It makes no difference. I probably have 10 different brands. This brand here, I actually got a pack of 6 on Amazon, I think for like $8. Aeromet, I think is the brand name. Ecomet, what is it called? Hormet, I don't even know. Anyways, on Amazon, just search clear alcohol blending marker, and you'll see them. This one is a fine nib and a bullet. That is absolutely fine for blending. It's actually better than a brush, to be honest. A brush marker is better when you're coloring an alcohol marker. I find a bullet tip better when you are blending with pencils. I personally much prefer them. So, let's talk about sharpeners next. I should have actually pulled out my other one, but I don't have it. But there is one, let me grab it, that I love that's really cheap. Couldn't find them. Found them. Now, these are from the Canadian dollar store, so chances are you're not going to be able to find them in the States. But you may be able to find a similar brand. These are Studio brand, which is the dollar store, Canadian dollar store brand. I don't know what it is about these sharpeners. They're fantastic. You do have to replace them, I mean, fairly often. Maybe, I don't know, it depends on how much you use them. Whoops, I have 2 of them. Or 3 of them, or 10 of them, who knows. But I really like them, and every time I go to the dollar store, I pick up a couple. For a hand sharpener, they're great. This is the T-Gal. A lot of people will recommend this. It's okay. To be quite honest, I wouldn't waste my money on it. And this one's just a Prismacolor Scholar. And honestly, not great either. I much prefer, as for a hand sharpener, I much prefer the dollar store ones. They're better. They just are. For the best sharpeners are these 2 right here, okay? This is the Jar Link. I've had this for over a year. I use it constantly every time I get a new set of pencils to sharpen anywhere from, 72 to 180 to 250 pencils at a time. And this thing never fails me. It's fantastic. It's a rotary blade inside. It doesn't dull. It's great. And it can take batteries, but it never runs well. So it's better to keep it plugged in. But this one, on the other hand, is also an absolutely fantastic sharpener, and I would recommend it to anybody. It is the Doll 133. You can find it on Amazon. It's a hand crank sharpener. It will stop when the pencil is sharp. So you pull it out, put your pencil in, crank it, and it'll stop when the pencil has gotten to its right length. You can stop it before so you don't waste too much. But if you're going to get one, if you're looking for a hand crank, you absolutely will not go wrong with this one. Fabulous, fabulous sharpener. And for an electric, the Jar Link. Fabulous, both of them. I like this one because if I'm not at my desk, I can carry it around with me around the house. Oh, use them as makeup organizers? That would work, be kind, yeah. How is 80s pens, those sniffed ones? I'd use pencil sharpener, but it was for carrots. Okay, let's talk about pencils. So I'm going to show you this set first because I'm going to color with 2 different sets today, just to give you guys an idea. I'm going to color with like a premium set and a really cheap set, or actually maybe 2 really cheap sets, but probably 1. But you know what? I love them both, so I'm going to show you both. This set right here, I think I bought for $12 on Amazon, and I'm quite sure you can still get it. You know what? I should Google that right now. I'm going to look that up because I bet you can. It comes in either a red or a blue box. And I'm almost certain it was $12. Why am I doing this on the computer when I can do it on my phone? Well, because I could show you guys. That's probably why. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day, apparently. Oh, good. Now Brutus is going to go. Fantastic. Julius is outside barking. Oh my gosh, these two. And they're the weirdest named pencils. They're called Find the Lost Girl. Don't ask, because I don't understand the name. Or why they're called that, but they are. And I'm just looking at Amazon to see if I can find them. But that is literally what they're called, Finding the Lost Girl. I'm not going to spend too long looking, but I paid $12, and I know it was, well, that was a while ago, but I've seen them after that, so I'm sure they're probably still around. And I'd be able to find them in my, like, previously bought list if I could find them, but like I said, you'll see this box if you do see them. They're called Find the Lost Girl. I paid about $12, and that was Canadian. So, Americans, you're going to pay a lot less because you guys pay a lot less than we do for any kind of art supplies. You guys always get a way better deal. Yeah, it is kind of a fun name. And the tins look either like this or they're exactly like this in red. They look exactly the same. H&X is, I guess, maybe the brand name. China is what I'm assuming is where they're from. Now, when you get them, it came from, like, Alice in Wonderland, I guess. So inside, you can see it says Finding the Lost Girl. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, it was just noisy for a second. Yeah, so you can see it says Finding the Lost Girl here. So that is the name of the pencils. Strange. Then it comes with a really nice little piece of parchment paper that says H&X on it. Now, in this right now, I actually have praying pencils. Because they came in a box, and I hate pencils that come in a box. It drives me nuts. So I always will put them in a case if I can, if I have an empty case. So that's what these are right now. But I wanted to pull it out to show you guys the box, and I may pull into these pencils later. We'll see. They're some of the cheapest pencils you can get. Although, honestly, I don't know if they're cheaper than the Finding the Lost Girl pencils, because they were like $12. They were so cheap. These are the pencils we're going to work with today. They are the Finding the Lost Girl set, and this is the swatch sheet for them. And they came out very, very nice. I really, really enjoyed them. Honestly, for $12, wow. I bought a lot of cheap pencils, and these ones perform better than many I know. And these are the Prismacolors, the 150 set. These are my favorite pencils by far. Prismacolor's always been my favorite. I probably have 1,000 sets, but they are my favorite. Always has been. Probably always will be. They're the softest. They're just, in my opinion, some of the best. And I like them. But I will color with all kinds of different pencils. I love these zip cases because I can hold often 2 sets in one case, which is fantastic. So what I will do first is I'll pull out my photo that I'm going to start to color, and my swatch sheets of the pencils that I want to use. Excuse me, guys, just need a drink. And then I'm going to pick out colors. So I'm going to pick some from each set so you guys can see that the cheap ones are going to blend just as well as the expensive ones. And honestly, for a premium pencil, Prismacolors are the cheapest you'll get. I think, gosh, I might be wrong, maybe a little bit over $100 for a set of 150, which honestly is like nothing in comparison to some of the others. You might pay $300 or $400. Kratos, hey, so good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a few colors. I'm not going to color the whole page, obviously, and keep you here all day, but I'm going to show you a few things and a few techniques so we can get through that. So let's pick some colors. So that's always what I do first. Now, you want to pick 3 similar shades in every color, okay? So let's say we want to color something red, we want a light, a medium, and a dark. That's how we're going to get our best blends. So let's pick these lights up here at the top. We'll do these in yellow. Maybe this hat here. I don't know, maybe in blue. And her scarf, maybe, I don't know, pink, let's say. Hey, Gamer, good to see you. I don't know if I said hello to you. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick our colors. So for our yellows, we'll go ahead and we'll go with Prisma. And we will choose, let's see. They don't have to be super close either. They just got to be, somewhat similar. So let's go with, and oftentimes, and swatching is essential, you guys. When you get a set of pencils, you need to swatch them. Whether it's pencils, paint, markers, I don't care what it is. You need to swatch it. Essential. Because it's going to make your job a bazillion times easier. So let's do 916, 915, and 1011. So then what I'll do is I'll pull out my pencils. Sorry, this gets a bit awkward with a smaller desk. And I love the, you can see why I love these organizers. They're so great. Now I forget what color numbers I needed. 10, 11, 9, 15, and 16. There's 10, 11. I probably could have picked these colors first and saved you guys some time. I'm sorry, I didn't even think of that. Okay, there's the 3 yellows. Perfect. Now let's pick some teals or blues for the hat. Let's see. We'll do Prisma for those as well. Well, let's go with these. 992, 905, and 105. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to go with these 3 right here for the hat. 902, 905. I really hope this is helpful for you guys, and if it is, we can obviously always do it again in markers and paints and, whatever you guys care to know about, if I know about it. There's 905. There's 992. And 105? Yeah, 105. Odd numbering. Sometimes the numbering can be very odd. 103, 105. There it is. Okay, there. So we have hat colors and those light colors. And now let's go move on to the Finding the Lost Girl pencils, because I want to make sure that you guys can see that the cheap pencils are going to blend just as well as the expensive ones and do just as good of a job. You may have to work a tiny bit harder to get the exact result that you might get from a more expensive pencil, but you can get that result. You can even do it with Crayolas. Oh, thank you, Rainy. You're so sweet. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. YouTube has really been hating me since I came back. Nobody is getting notifications. Nothing's going out. Even my members who have like bells on and stuff, nobody's getting anything. YouTube is like not happy with me. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, I really appreciate it because it does help push out the stream. Thank you, guys. YouTube is so frustrating. Like, that's very maddening that you can only, like, you take a day. I know it was more than a day, but you could take a day and they're like, that's it. No more. I'm going to show you about this one as well. It's a blender pencil, so I'll explain that. What color did I say? We're going to do her scarf. Let's do, like, a pink. Pink-ish. Let's do 3, 17, and 18. No, let's do 4, 17, and 24. Now, okay, here's another peeve, you guys, that you might want to keep in mind, okay? These pencils, the cheaper ones that I got, they're not named and they were not numbered. This happens with cheap pencils on occasion, okay? It's very frustrating because there's no way to swatch and tell a pencil apart. As you can see, I've marked all of these. I put stickers on them with the numbers and then had to scotch tape them down so that they all had numbers so I could tell them apart. It's a pain, but honestly, for $12 for a pencil that works good, hey, I'm willing to do it. What did I say? 4. And these are actually in order, so these ones are easier to find. 17 and 24. There's 24. And there's 17. There we go. All right, we got all our colors picked out. Yay. All right. Now, we'll move on. Oof. That's a lot of pencils. If you guys seen the amount of pencils, honest to God, you'd be frightened. Frightened. I need to make a swatch sheet. What papers can I use to print an empty swatch page like yours? You can use any paper, be kind. Honestly, I would suggest something a little thicker. Like I like this one. It's a 67 pound. I would use something a little thicker than a printer paper. But if a printer paper is all you have, use printer paper. Go ahead and do it. Or even get some Bristol board and cut that down. Any of that'll work. And actually, I have a sheet that I will drop in the Discord, and it's like the Prismacolor one, but it's blank for everybody, for you to fill in your own. So I'll go ahead and I'll drop that in the Discord. I think I've done it before, but I'll drop it again. Let me grab that link, the Discord link. Or Rainy, actually, if you don't mind, could you grab the Discord link and drop that, and then I can drop that. I can drop that in there. That swatch sheet. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you're so welcome, be kind. You're so welcome. Okay, let's get started. Oh, let's talk about this blender pencil. So, you get these. This is a Prismacolor one. Okay. You can also get them, I think. There's a couple of companies that make them, but basically all it is a clear colored pencil, okay? And it's used basically to burnish your pencils down. Burnishing is just when you are putting your final layer down and using all of your pressure. So you're burnishing down the tooth of the paper. That's not what you want to do while you're, thank you, Rainy. That's not what you want to do while you're coloring your actual picture. You do not want to be pushing hard enough that you're burnishing your paper. You want to be making very, very light marks, okay? Otherwise, you will burnish your paper, and that makes you unable to put down any other layers. This is used when you're done putting down color to burnish that color down if you don't want to change it. In my opinion, it's a bazillion times easier to use this. You can use this. In certain cases, honestly, I don't. You're wasting your time, in my opinion. I would honestly use the marker. It's a lifesaver. It really is. Okay, let's go to the lights first, okay? Anybody have any questions? I'm going to show you how this works because I need to sharpen a couple of pencils. I like my pencils to be very sharp. They bug me if they're dull. And see, I'll only give it a couple of turns. See, I'll show you what it'll do. I'll keep turning. And it'll stop. Or at least it's supposed to. Or not. Maybe I'm lying to you. It normally stops, I swear. But I usually just give it a couple of turns, and then I stop. So you pull it out, you push the button in on the side, stick the pencil in because there's little teeth there that hold it, give it a couple of turns, push the button again, and pull the pencil out. This is the Dow 133. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. It's just a clear alcohol blending marker, Rainy. This is the brand that I have, but you can get them from a bazillion brands. Just search clear alcohol blending marker on Amazon. And like I said, I got this pack of 6 for a couple of bucks. And they come in any pack of alcohol markers too. And they're useless for alcohol markers. I don't know why they call them alcohol blending markers, because they don't blend alcohol markers. It's kind of foolish. I don't know why they call it that. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Oh, right. I need a pen. Now, this is just obviously my way of doing things. Of course, you can do things any way you like. I need a better place for my drink. I'm going to knock it over there. You know what? I'm just going to move my keyboard. There we go. Okay. Now, I always have a blank sheet. Or sometimes it's got marks all over it because I've used it before. Underneath my page, okay? And I use it. I don't care that I've swatched them and that I've already seen the colors. It's just the way that I work. Because sometimes I don't remember. When you look at these leads, it can be really hard to tell which one's lighter and which one's darker. And you can end up using the wrong one. So what I do is I will just write down the numbers. I'll look at them and see which one I think is lightest. Looks like this one. Then this one. And then this one. And then I'll just give them a quick swatch. And I do this for every pencil I use. Every single time. Marker or pencil, doesn't matter. I always do it. And then that way I can always refer back while I'm coloring. And I was pretty close. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, with the lights and the darks. See, so now I know. With my numbers and my colors. So now we're good to get started. So that's the dark. So this is the lightest here, 10, 11. Okay. I probably should have. Anyway, we'll just do the middles. I was thinking I should have got a different color. So I am doing. This is going to be hard for me to show you. I'm doing super, super light strokes here, guys. Okay. Very, very light strokes of this light color. And I'm going to cover the entire area in the light color. You know what? You know what's going to be more productive? If I show you her hair. Yeah, that's going to be more productive. I won't color all of it because that would take me forever. But let's do a little bit of hair because it's going to be more productive than a circular light. Let's do the side right here over here. That's going to be much more productive to show you guys. Okay, so what I'm doing here, blonde hair in this case, again, I'm going to go all over with the lightest color, okay? You can do circular motions, you can do up and down, kind of whatever you like. Just make sure it's light. Very, very light touch, okay? Because this is just your first layer. Remember what I said, you don't want to burnish. If you burnish, you're not going to be able to add more layers, and you're going to get yourself into trouble. I take more care once I get into the other layers, but this first layer is not nearly as important. You just want to get some color down, okay? So we're just going to do that little bit of her hair right there. And then I can show you some shading and highlighting and whatnot. Yeah, much more productive than a circle. I don't know what I was thinking. It didn't make sense. So once we get our light color down, okay, super, super, super light, okay? 9:15. See, I always refer back. I refer back so much. We're going to take our next color, our medium. And this is a very similar blending technique that I'm going to use with markers, so. It is rainy, it is, and it's very, very important. So what I'm going to do with the medium color, yeah, a lot of people press too hard, rainy. A lot of people do. And then you just end up with almost scribbly lines that you can't get rid of. It tends to be a problem. So with the next darkest color, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, first of all, you want to kind of figure out where your lighting source would be coming from, okay? In any picture. Even if there's not one, you want to kind of make one up. So in this case, she's kind of got some lighting up here that's coming down on her like this. So that's going to mean that these top pieces here are going to be much lighter, but anything underneath here is going to be more in the shadows, okay? So, and then often, I know what a lot of people will do, they'll take something like, I don't know, a pencil sharpener, let's say, and they'll set it here, okay? That's where your lighting source is coming from. Or let's say it was over here, you'd set it here. And then they don't forget kind of where their light is. So let's set that there, and we know our lighting source is coming from the top. So that means, because this is going to be lighter up here, this part under here, where this hair is hanging over, is going to be shaded. Oh, thank you, Polly. Honestly, just practice and watching a lot of YouTube videos, to be honest. And actually, I've taken quite a few classes too, online classes that I, signed up for and took, and coloring and painting and all kinds of different things. I really enjoy that kind of stuff, and I've honestly been doing it for years. So it's just a lot of learning and practicing and time. So what we're going to do with this medium color is take it down about, halfway down from this top. And now I'm doing circular motions. I'm being a little more careful. I'm still being very, very light on my pencil, okay? Okay, and then these come out here, and then they come back in here. So back in here on the bottom, now this hair here is going to be shading up here. So we're going to put some shading here, okay? Maybe go up about a quarter on here. We want to leave some light up here in this middle part. I wish this was a little closer. I feel like, I feel like you guys can't see very well what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Now you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. That's better. Okay, so, yes, what I was saying is, okay, so this here is going to shade this, and this hair here is going to be shading this hair here, okay? So we're going to add just a little bit of the shading here, not as much as we did on the top, just a little bit. And again, just very, very light strokes. We're going to add a little bit here too at the bottom of this one. I know there's no shading, but it's just kind of a technique. Now in here, obviously, this up here is going to cover here, so this is going to be shaded. We're going to shade this in. All down along here. And then over here, like her eyelashes, and then this hair here, because it's folded under, this is going to be in the dark. So also, we need some shading, okay? We're still in our medium color. Light strokes. Now, the other place you're going to want to add some darker color is on these lines here, okay? Because those are kind of darker highlighted lines. So we're going to just take our pencil and we're just going to add, I'm not pressing super hard here either. I'm just adding a line of my medium color over these lines that are already here. Just to add a little more color, because they are going to be a little bit darker. That's where the hair is folding. That's what those lines are indicating. That's where the hair is folding over. Just want to make sure I have enough of the medium shade in here. I'm going to add a little more medium shade here and here. Okay. Now we are, oh no, there's not enough right here. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, guys. Drives me a little bit crazy. Sometimes I'll see something and I have to fix it. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to my darkest color, okay? You love crafting too, Rainey? I know. It can be so relaxing. Not an artist, but big into crafting and wreath making. Coloring and shading is a new skill set for me. Well, awesome. Be kind. I hope you can learn something and learn to enjoy it. It can be so relaxing. This and diamond painting, it's what gets me through, honestly. Especially my raging live streams. It's really what gets me through. So with our darkest color, we are going to add this to about half of what we added our medium color to, okay? So I'm going to go back up to where I put my medium color. And I'm going to add a little bit of this darkest color right up at the top, at the very, very darkest areas where they'd be, okay? Again, I'm still pressing lightly, maybe just a tad harder than I did at the beginning, but not much, okay? I'm still building up layers, so each layer you're going to have to press a tiny bit harder, but I mean a tiny bit. Another way that's going to help you to press lighter is to hold your pencil further back. I have a really hard time with this. I can't, but it's a tip that I've come across. I try to kind of hold mine in the middle if I can, but I'm bad for holding it down here. But this is a death grip, okay? It's not a good grip to have, so please listen to what I say and not what I do. You try and hold it back as far as you can, because it's really going to help loosen your touch. But again, I'm still being very light, and I'm only adding this darkest color to like a half of what I added the medium to, okay? Just to darken those darkest areas a little bit, like right up here in the crown especially is going to be dark, and right here in this area right here where the hair is folding over is going to be darker. So we're going to add the darker color Like I said, I'm adding a little more pressure just because I need to. And you'll feel it in the paper. You'll feel when you need more pressure. And then I often like to take the dark and just add a little line around the bottoms. Kind of just adding where I feel it needs it. Sometimes on the lines if I feel it needs it. It kind of all just depends on the picture. But you want to kind of go by your gut and your feel. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go back to our little bit in Arizona. Hello, hello. It's good to join us. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go back to our lightest color now, okay? And we're going to go over it again. So again, we're going to give this another coat. Now we're adding a little more pressure this time. And again, I mean a little bit, okay? A little bit. But we're just kind of filling in these white spots. It's okay to have a few little white spots, but you don't want too many, obviously. But I'm going for a very light hair color here, so I'm okay with a little bit of white shining through. It's my highlights. But obviously, if you're doing something darker, you won't want too much white. But you always want to kind of end off with kind of going over with your lightest color again. Now, after you do that, you may need to go back in with your medium or your dark just to add back, because you might lose a little bit of your tone. So you can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go in with my medium again, just a little here, and I'm just pushing a little harder now, okay? Because I'm adding a little more color, and I want a little more color to come down, so I'm pushing a little harder. So that's kind of what you need to learn to judge, and that can be a little bit difficult. I won't lie. Learning when to give the pressure and when it's okay. All right, so we have some kind of highlights in through here and in through here, which is where our light would be coming from, right? So we have our highlights where they need to be. Okay. Let's move on to I have Prismas for that. So let's move on to this, because I'm going to use the cheaper pencils now. So that, in case I don't get to the other one. Let's go to the cheaper pencils. Whoops. I'm spilling pencils everywhere, guys. 20 minus 22 over. That's chilly. I hope everything's going good, little bit. It's good to see you back. Thank you, Polly. No, Polly, I don't. Not at all. I'm going to show you how I blend with an alcohol marker. So I'm just sharpening up these pencils again. These are the, my camera's really low now. These are the Finding the Lost Girl pencils that I'm sharpening up, because I want to show you that this works just as well with a cheap pencil as it does with an expensive one like the Prisma, okay? You may, like I said, may need to work just a little bit harder to get the same result, but can be done. I've worked with many a cheap pencil in my day. I do have some I don't like. I'll be fair with that, but there's not many. Okay, so again, I'm going to do my little system here. Even though these ones are much easier to tell light from dark, but it's just what I do, so I'm going to do it. 4, 17, and 24. See the color payout from that pencil? Sorry, you guys can't see everything. Looks very similar to the color payout from the Prismas. And I am giving a little bit of pressure here. I'm not pushing real light. I'm kind of giving some pressure to get some color down so I can see what I'm working with. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the payout from these pencils, I was very, very impressed. For a $12 set of pencils, I could not complain. I could not complain. Okay, let's color, let's do a hat, because otherwise we'll be here all day, and I don't want to take up your entire day, because it would just be completely repetitive, because it would all be the same. So let's do her hat, and then we'll do the blending, and we'll show you how all that's done. Okay, let me get her hat in focus here. Okay, again, we're going to start with our lightest color, okay? And we are going to go over our entire hat. Now with this first layer, again, you can see I'm being super light, and I can hold my pencil back a little further when I'm doing this because it's a little bit easier. I'm just getting a really basic base layer down here. So I'm not as worried on this very base layer because I know I'm adding more layers. So it's really just to get some color down. I'm excited. White people taco night tonight, you guys. So excited. Love white people taco night. Gots to love it. Make sure you check out the foodie video that I will be putting up after this is over. I already have it recorded and edited and everything. I just have to export it and get it uploaded. You know what? Let's do the cap teal. Why not? Why not? Since we have it out. Yeah, make sure you check that out because she made an apology. It's a big load of boo hockey. I can't believe she did it. She's foolish. Somebody hand the woman a shovel so she can bury that channel a little faster, ma'am. Because, oh, she is tanking that thing. I've never seen anything like it. I honestly haven't. Never seen anything so entitled like her. Not gonna stream for you 300 plebs. You know what? There's only 9 of you in here, you plebs. You think I'm gonna sit here and stream for 9 of you? Like, imagine a streamer saying something like that to the people watching the honest to God. This is this woman's only form of income. She makes nothing else. She's infamous. She couldn't work if she wanted to. And this is how she treats the people who pay her bills. Oh, mercy. And she thinks an apology stuffing her face with chicken wings is going to fix it. Well, good luck with that. I'm very interested to see how that's going to turn out for her. Because, I don't think it's going to turn out well. We need to sharpen some more pencils. Man, she is a wreck, Rainy. Amber also posted something new, but I didn't get a chance to see it yet. Let's see what was up. Lori threatened Andy with kidnapping. And then 2 hours later sent the kids there because she had a headache. Yeah. Even though she was going to charge him with kidnapping of Jay. But because she had a headache, she's like, oh, well, screw it. And sent both the kids there anyway. Imagine. Hey, Jinxie, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you here. We are just playing with some pencils, learning some stuff, and having a little chit-chat. How you doing? She never respected those who take care of her financially. Never respected peace. Never respected her mom. She is a bee. You're 100% right. 100% right, Rainey. She doesn't give a good goddamn about her beezers or anybody who pays her. She don't care. Okay, let's do the cap. Oh, you got some sleep? Fantastic, Jinx. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad you got some sleep. So again, I'm starting with my lightest color of the teal. I'm just going to do this top piece and the little cap piece in teal, and I'm going to do the rest in pink. The pink, remember, are the cheap pencils, the Finding the Lost Girl $12 pencils. The teal here, these are the Prismas. Again, I just want to show you guys that this works with all pencils. Cheap or expensive. Could do with anything. Anything you get. Even Crayolas, guys, honestly. Or, honestly, if you're going to go for a real cheap pencil, Prangs are my favorite over a Crayola. Although I probably have 8,000 Crayolas. But I really like Prangs. But I have so many Crayolas, it's frightening. Because I did a Crayola test on my channel. Comparing all the different Crayolas. And I had like, I don't know, like 10 sets. It's crazy. They sell so many different sets and 90% of them are the same. But you don't know that till you buy them. So anyway, it was a thing. I have a lot of Crayola pencils. Okay, so let's move on. We got our base color down for both of these. Oh my gosh. A ripey kind? Unbelievable. I'm lucky to survive too. So now I'm taking my medium color, you guys. And again, remember, our light source is coming from the top here, okay? So that means that this top part of this hat is going to be lit. The bottom part is not. So we're going to add our shading down here on the bottom. This is my medium shade of pink. And we're going to do some circles, some very light circles. Again, I'm doing my best to hold my pencil back further because it is honestly really important to get lighter strokes. So I'm going to hold it back further. Now, you don't just only want to add it in one place. You do want a little bit of the medium and darker colors kind of everywhere, but you want the base of them kind of where the shadows are falling, okay? Some is going to go up here because of the shadow of this here on the top. You get so much more time with them, yeah? True. Okay, let's get this medium in. And we're going to do probably about halfway up here with this medium color. Of pink. I'm going to do a little bit here because I feel like this cap would be sending just a little bit of a shadow up onto the top of the hat here. So I want to add, now again, keep in mind, like I said, these are the cheaper pencils, so I am having to work just a tiny bit harder. You know, putting just a little bit more pressure than I have to on my Prismas to get the color payout that I'm looking for. But it's nothing that can't be overcome, okay? Then I'm going to add this darker up here to give some shading up here where this top part would be. Right here. Oh, Money, hey, so good to see you. I'm so glad you're back. Did you get a notification this time? God-forsaken YouTube. Did you get out yet? Are you back? Hope you had a good time. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, so let's get that medium shade up here. Like I said, these are the cheaper pencils. Honestly, I do have to work a little bit harder, I won't lie. To get the color payout the same as the Prismas. If I was going to recommend anything, honestly, I would recommend the Prismas. You get a setup 150. They have an amazing color selection, great payout. They're just an all-around a great pencil, okay? They really are. They really are a great pencil. But you can always do it with something else. So now we're going to take our darkest shade of our Finding the Lost Girl pencil, okay? And we're going to add some dark to this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to take my darkest color, and I'm going to go down here to the bottom where my darkest shading I think would be, because my light source, remember, is up here. So I'm going to go ahead and shade down here with my darkest color. I'm just kind of using very light lines here. This pencil is much darker, giving more payout. Adding some dark to these lines here gives you some indication and watercolor. The other great thing for beginners who want to learn how to color and how to shade is coloring grayscale. I cannot recommend it enough. Excuse me, grayscale will save your life, okay? In coloring and shading, because everything that needs to be shaded is already grayed. It's fabulous. This is not a grayscale photo. If I have one near, I'll pull one out. I'll have to look, but they're fabulous. If for a beginner, lifesavers to color grayscale. And then I'm going to add a little more of my dark up here to my lines up here where I think I would have some shading. Yeah, this pencil's giving me much more color payout than the other one did. Okay, I'm going to go back to my medium one for a second because I feel like I didn't get enough from my medium pencil like I did from the dark one. And pencil crayon does erase, you guys, just in case anybody was worried that you can't fix mistakes. You can. It won't erase perfectly every time, but you absolutely can erase it, which is why I recommended these erasers here. The Derwent one, especially the electric one, fabulous. That'll get rid of some colored pencil. The other one's great for getting into tiny spaces, but that one's great for getting rid of colored pencil. We're going back to our very lightest pink here in the Find the Lost Girl. And I'm going to go over with my next layer, my last layer of the lightest color to bring everything together. And I'm doing circles, but I am giving a little more pressure here this time to give everything a good coat. Now, if I wasn't doing this on film, I would be making a little bit smaller circles and taking a little more time. But I, again, don't want to bore you guys right to death with my coloring. So I just wanted to show you some techniques. And I really hope that they're helpful. I really do. Because I know this is how I learn from other people teaching me online. So I hope that it's helpful for you guys too. And I thought that the live stream format would be very helpful because questions are much easier to be asked and answered in a live stream format where, you know, I always learned on videos and things and it just wasn't as easy. So there we go. We got our last layer of pink in. And now, again, perfectionist in me, I feel like I want my dark back, which I told you sometimes that's necessary to bring the dark back in because sometimes you lose it a little bit when you bring your light in. I'm just bringing a little bit of dark there. Okay. I like that, I think. I like that. All right, let's finish up this little bonnet here at the top. We're going to go to the medium blue, okay? And for this one, my light's coming from the top, so my shadow is going to be on the bottom. So I'm going to go about 3/4 of the way up on my medium color here, okay? And then for here, up top, so my shadow is going to be here under the cap. This bottom part's going to be my lightest part. You can see how much easier I work with the Prismas. They lay down color like butter, guys. They really do. Honestly, if you're looking to invest in a good set of pencils, keep your eye out on Amazon for a good deal on a set of Prismas. You will never get a better deal on a professional set of pencils than Prismas. You're going to pay $400 or $500 for a professional set of any other brand of pencil, like Polychromos or anything like that. But a Prisma, you're going to pay less than $200, possibly less than $100 on a set of 150 Prismas. And you just can't beat it. You cannot beat it. They're fabulous pencils. But then again, everybody's different. Some people don't like them because they find them too soft. Some people like the Polychromos because they're a wax pencil, an oil pencil, and they're harder. They're not for me. I like a soft pencil. So now I'm going in with my darkest, and these are tiny spots. I'm just adding a little bit of dark here, and I'm actually going to go over some of these lines here with this dark that are in this hat. But I'm adding a very, very small amount of this dark teal to the base. Not much at all. And then, again, just a little bit to the lines, just to top it off, like that. And then again, like always, oh, Blue, hello, so good to see you. Yes, money. Yeah, Polychromos can be exceptionally expensive. I don't even own any. I own a set of knockoff Polychromos. The box and everything looks just like a Polychromos box. They're not Polychromos. You have the most expensive set and you hate them, Jinx. Really? Wow. Oh, thank you, Rainy. Thank you so much for dropping that. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, again, sometimes you can get an expensive set and hate them. You can get a cheaper set and you can love them. Money, you can absolutely do them with Crayola. Absolutely 100% do it with Crayola. I've done it with Crayola. I have actually, if you go back on my channel, there's a video testing all of the different Crayola brands. Like all of the different ones Crayola makes. I did tests on them, on which ones work better. Honestly, 90% of them are the exact same. Oh, you have the whole binds, Jinx. Woo! Yeah, those are pricey. Oh, gosh. Be kind, you're right. Look, we do have about everybody in here. All of our mods are in here, aren't they? I think Kratos was in here earlier, though. He's not a mod, I don't think. Yeah, we do have lots, though. That's okay. It's just my real supporters coming through to show me some love. I'm okay with that. So I'm taking my lightest color, guys, but I'm going real light here on the tip of this cap. I want to keep some light because that's where my light is going to come through. Wasted your money. See, and that's it. Some people like a harder pencil. Some people like a softer pencil. And unless you've colored enough and you don't know, right? What you're going to get and what you're going to like. It really just depends. Actually, one of my favorite sets is the Brute sets. I love them. They're super cheap. I'm dying to get the 540 set. Why do I need 540 colored pencils? I don't. But do I want them? Yes, I do. Oh, God, I'm ridiculous. If you seen how many pencils I have, well, it's ridiculous. But I want them. But yeah, they're one of my favorites. I love them, and they're one of the cheaper pencils. You need lessons money? Oh, my goodness. Let me know anytime you want some help with anything. I'll let you know. But there's so much on YouTube. That's exactly how I learned. Yes, the Holbeins are harder leads. Yep. So you'd probably much more enjoy a softer pencil, Jinx. Hey, Polly. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you'd probably enjoy a softer pencil, Jinx. And Prisma would probably quite impress you, I think. Because they are the softest. The Polychromos are $2.20 Canadian. They're great if you want to start getting a light, fast pencil. Yes, Blue, they are light, fast. That is true. They are much more of a professional pencil. And actually, the higher prices I was talking about, you can get them in these like wooden cases. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And they are like $200, $300, $400. They're crazy, but they're beautiful. But honestly, I don't think I'd like them. I really don't think I'd like Polychromos. I don't think I would because I don't like a hard pencil. I like a soft pencil. So, I really like my Prismas, and I like anything else that's soft. You have 2 sets of the 150. I had probably 100 random Prismas, and then I bought the set of 152 Jinx. I have so many. You have the Faber-Castell as well, and you like the Prismas. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yep, you got your Prismas on sale. Yeah, that's what I was saying. People keep an eye out for that because they're such a great deal for a professional pencil. They don't. You have to layer 8 million layers to get a good layer on a Polychromos pencil, and that's just not for me. I don't have time for that. Like, you seen how fast I did this. I don't have time to put down 25 layers to make this color. I ain't got time. Who's got time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, guys, it's time to whip out our alcohol marker. This is got to be one of the best tricks in the book, okay? Again, you can use any brand. You can see my nib is stained. Makes no difference, you guys. I'll show you. If I run this on this paper, no color, okay? And you're going to do that every time you blend a pencil. You're going to get rid of the color. It will stain, but don't worry about that. You're not hurting it. Okay? So let's go to the hair first. Oh my gosh, Blue, they're on for $95. Oh, let me guess. They're US, right? Oh no, Blue, you're Canadian. Are they $95 in Canada? Holy, if they're on sale for $95 in Canada, guys, and you guys are tempted, holy crap, that's a good deal. Woo, alcohol. Yep, these are alcohol markers. They are. So all you're going to do, guys, it's just a clear marker. It's just clear alcohol. It's all it's in it. Ethyl alcohol, I think. And, like, rubbing alcohol won't work. It's a special ethanol something. I don't even know. It's something certain. Yeah, normally 150. Yeah, 95 is a really good deal. So all you're going to do is you're just going to go over your coloring. That's it. That's all. It's so simple, you guys. Just go over everything. And if you've done this, you've already done your alcohol marker over it, and you decide, you know what, I want more color. That's not dark enough, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Go ahead. You can have more layers after this. It's fantastic. That's amazing. Holy crap, Blue. 95 Canadian. You guys, if anybody is on the fence and wants a set of Prismas, 95 Canadian is a ridiculous deal. Honestly, a ridiculous deal for 150 Prismas. They used to be hundreds, like years ago. Do you, Jinx? I was talking about that, and I don't like it. Mine's right here. I don't like them. They're not my thing. I've used them a couple of times. No, they hurt my hand. I don't like it. So, yeah, and it burnishes down your paper. And again, then you can't add another layer once you've done that with the blender pencil. That's why I think I like the alcohol. Plus, it's so much easier. And if you have a big area, you could just use the bullet or the broad nib there. So yeah, just go over it once or twice with your marker. Okay, that's gonna blend all of those pencil colors together. Then go to your scrap paper, always have one underneath, and scribble it out. You can barely see that, but there's a tiny bit of yellow coming off here. And I just kind of run my nib around so that I get all the color off. Okay, and that's now blended. Now let me bring this up to you. Now please keep in mind I did this very quickly, and I could definitely do a better job if I had some more time. But that's just a tiny part of the hair that we did. So let's go over to the hat, okay? We're going to blend the blue first. And you want to blend colors separately. Don't go blending them all together. And also, you want to be careful. You can get rid of your highlights really easily doing this, so be careful. I just kind of did it. I'm going to scribble. I'm going to start on my light side here, okay? And then I'm going to work my way up to my darker side so that I'm not dragging my darker color. If you can see there, that blue coming off, that's the pencils. That's the color. So that's it. Now, let's blend our pink. Let's start in the middle here because that's our lightest area. I just like to make sure I go over it to get everything. Okay. And then again, I'm just going to scribble my pencil. Okay, and then I'll pull this up for you to see. You know what? I'm so stupid. I should have pulled it up before I done that so you guys could have got a better view of what it did. Can you focus, please, camera? What is with you? Really? That's a little better. So you can see what it's going to do. It's going to get rid of any streakiness that you see. It's going to get rid of, lines, all of that kind of stuff because it's going to blend all of that pigment together. And again, if you feel like you need more color after this, go ahead and add more color with your pencils on top. It'll absolutely add on top. You have not burnished the paper down, so you're perfectly fine to add more color. The other thing I love to do to top them off is if I could find it. See what I mean? Look, I have so many. These also Artify. These are also alcohol markers, the clear ones. Look, you can see this one's all stained from pencil crayon. And this one's a brush nib. I think these were a pack of 3 for $7.99 on Amazon. They Art and Fly, sorry. Alcohol blending markers. And this is just an Ohuhu one that came in one of my bazillion bags of alcohol markers. So, why am I not finding a white gel pen? I'm not sure, but I'm dropping everything. But I would normally pull out a white gel pen and add a couple of things. There it is. I didn't know where my gel pen stuff was, but I found it. So then I would pull out a gel pen, my white gel pen. I'll show you my fave. The jelly rolls are good. That one's new to me, and I like it. That's a Click one. That's the original jelly roll. I also love to pull out the sparkle pens, too. They're a lot of fun. That like the clear jelly roll sparkle. But this one right here is my favorite. White gel pen. I think it works the best out of all of them. I find it never fails me. Can you guys see? Probably not because it's backwards. Uniball Signo. This tape is mine. Ignore that. But God, this thing does not want to focus. But yeah, this is the Uniball Signo. It has never failed me. I love this gel pen. Okay, but jelly rolls are also really good. They're always really reliable. These are actually Click jelly rolls, which I had never seen before. And these are just a clear glitter jelly roll, which I also really like. For adding just, and I like to scribble these out just on blank paper. And then I just like to add sometimes some glitter. So maybe to the hat, maybe she's got a glittery hat. Pretty glitter in her hat. And then I would take my white and I might add some highlights to her hair. I'd often do that. Of course, sometimes gel pens can be a bugger. You have to kind of get them going sometimes. But I would just add... really? After I said that you never fail me, you're going to fail me, pen? Honestly. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, there it goes. It never fails, guys, I promise. And it fails. It's like hard to see or just not working. What is going on here? It is an old pen, so like maybe I lied to you and it's gonna fail. And tapping them is supposed to... Are you like kidding me today? What is this? There we go. Okay. There we go. This one's a jelly roll. This one's working, guys. We're good. We're good. Now, I probably wouldn't normally add this many, but you know, just for effect. Just for effect. We've added some white gel pen just to give her a little glitter in her hair. So that is basically my coloring process, and I would just continue like that, obviously, throughout the whole page. Obviously, pencil crayon's going to take you a whole heck of a lot longer than markers are going to take you, which is why I quite enjoy my markers. They're great. If you guys have not checked out the PUPE, Poupe markers, they're Biohoohoo, they're new, they're paper friendly. I do believe they're in my possible Christmas haul video. I think so. I think they're in my Christmas haul video. Guys, these are the best water-based markers I've ever tried in my life. I don't know what kind of magic they put in these markers. They're fabulous, guys. Absolutely amazing. Like crazy talk, these markers. And here they are, right here. These ones right here. Let me pull this up. Right here. They're new from Ohuhu. I bought these myself. Like I said, I do believe that I have a review on them. But these are, oh my god, these are great. They work just like an alcohol marker. I don't know what they did. Some sort of magic that they pulled making these markers. So if you guys want me to maybe do a demonstration on these, on alcohol markers, maybe on watercolors, whatever you guys want to see, just let me know. And we will make it happen. As I very much enjoy doing this kind of stuff. And like I said, this is how I learned. It was from other people showing and teaching me. So I hope I could teach you guys something today. Yeah, and if anybody ever has any other questions, please let me know. Oh, really, Blue? Oh, that would be amazing, Blue. Are you getting a room set up? Oh, fantastic. Oh, thank you, Kratos. That's so sweet of you. All of it, Rainy. Blue, that would be amazing and so much fun. Would love that. That would be so much fun. That would be great. You guys have been so fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys had fun. And I hope to do this again very soon with you guys. I mean, maybe we can do a whole picture, maybe in markers, because it doesn't take 10 hours. And maybe we can do something like that. I think that would be fun. I really enjoyed this. But I really want to thank all you guys for joining me. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.